teacher. Good morning, classmates. Today my story is all about Little Red Riding. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived in a village near the forest. Wherever she went out, the little girl put on her red riding cloak. That's why everybody called her Little Red Riding Hood. One morning, Little Red Riding Hood asked her mother if she could go to visit her grandmother. That's a good idea, her mother said. So they packed a basket of fruits for her grandmother. The little girl put on her red riding cloak and kissed her mother goodbye. Remember, go straight to grandmother's house. Don't stop along the way and don't talk to strangers. The woods are dangerous, said mother. Don't worry, Mommy. I'll be careful, said Little Red Riding Hood. While walking into the forest, Little Red Riding Hood noticed some lovely flowers along the way. She forgot her promise to her mother and picked up some flowers. Suddenly, a wolf appeared beside her. Hello, where are you going? Said the wolf. I'm going to visit my grandmother who lives in the forest, said Little Red Riding Hood. The wolf ran to grandmother's house. He grabbed grandmother, tied her hands and feet, and he locked grandmother inside the cabinet. She put on a nightgown and got into her bed. A little later, Little Red Riding Hood came to the house. She knocked on the door, then went inside. Little Red Riding Hood went over to grandmother's bed. Oh, Granny, what big ears you have, she said. Oh, so I can hear you better, said the wolf. Oh, Granny, what big eyes you have, she said. Oh, so I can see you better, the wolf replied. Oh, Granny, what big teeth you have, said Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, so I can eat you better, said the wolf. Help! Help! Shouted Little Red Riding Hood as she realized that there's a wolf on her grandmother's bed. A huntsman was nearby. He heard Little Red Riding Hood scream and he ran into the house. He hit the wolf over the head. Oh, Grandma, I was so scared. I'll never speak to strangers in the forest again, said Little Red Riding Hood. You learned an important lesson, little girl, said grandmother. Thank you for saving us, Mr. Huntsman, said Little Red Riding Hood. You're welcome, said Huntsman. The huntsman knocked out the wolf and carried him deep into the forest where he won't bother people any longer. Little Red Riding Hood and her grandma had a nice lunch and a long chat. The end. And that's the story of Little Red Riding Hood. What's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is always listen to your parents and do not talk to strangers. Thank you.